This is lesson 3, a review of present simple. Remember that we use the present simple to talk about routines. For example, Pablo goes to university every day. Every day indicates a routine. My boss arrives very early at the office on Mondays. On Mondays indicates a routine. When we make affirmative sentences with she, he, or it, the verb is different. We add SES or IES. For example, Marta likes seafood a lot. Marta is she, the verb changes to likes. Pedro studies at CUF. Pedro is he. That's why the verb changes to studies. My sister watches TV at night. My sister is she. That's why the verb changes to watches. In affirmative sentences with we, they, you, or I, we use the verb in the base form. For example, I live in Miami. Live goes in the base form. They work from Monday to Friday. Work goes in the base form. We study English at CUF. Study goes in the base form. In negative sentences with she, he, or it, we use doesn't and the verb in base form. For example, Mireia doesn't like seafood. Observe that the verb goes in the base form. We don't add an extra S. Piero doesn't know about the party. Again, we use doesn't and the verb in the base form. He doesn't supervise people on Sundays. Supervise, the verb, goes in the base form once again. On the other hand, in negative sentences with we, they, you, or I, we use don't and the verb in basic form. For example, I don't do exercise. We don't watch horror movies. My parents don't live in the USA. Finally, in questions with she, he, or it, we use does before the subject and the verb in the basic form. For example, does Paola speak French? I am using does before Paola and the verb goes in the basic form, speak. We have two options, yes she does or no she doesn't. Here we have another example. Does your dog bark a lot? We use does because the subject is it, your dog, and the verb in the basic form, bark. Again, we have two options, yes it does or no it doesn't. In questions with we, they, you, or I, we use do before the subject and the verb in the base form. For example, do you eat fruit in a week? Yes, I do. Or no, I don't. Remember, the verb goes in the basic form. Here we have another example. Do your parents work in Paris? Yes, they do. Or no, they don't. Remember, we use the correct pronoun. In this case, it's they because it corresponds to your parents. This is lesson 3. Thank you for listening.